a brand new recording. It has been
Hello again.
It has been 5 years. We've lost who we are.
10,000 years.
10,000 years will give you such a crick in the neck. Nonetheless,
Yes.
it is.
So it is the day before our first mission, then, if we are going for the 30th.
Did you want to hand wave one of them?
If you wanted to. Because it was probably just more hanging out, being cute.
Hanging out, being fucking adorable, eating chowder.
Eating eating the large amount of chowder.
Mm-hmm.
Theo probably goes and looks up, like, more recipes, or like he compiles a list of recipes he knows for corn things. Like, okay, cornbread, we have corn chowder, we did roasted corn.
Since the car you guys are working on is covered in snow, you've turned to doing cooking projects for Wednesdays.
Yeah.
So we can do just a roll to see how the cornbread came out.
Sure. Oh, look at that.
Holy shit. Oh my god.
It came out fucking fantastic.
Holy shit. Holy shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 successes. Bo got
Oh my
7
God.
fucking successes.
Ace of diamonds, baby.
It's corn. No, he is a corn fae.
He's the corn whisperer.
He is truly a scarecrow. Bo's fae confirmed he is a corn fae. Bo confirmed for corn fae. He becomes the fae of popcorn if you anger him.
Oh God. How is it possible to get to that state?
Probably not.
Popcorn is a rare and dangerous occurrence.
Mission in extreme danger. We've reached popcorn. I repeat, we've reached popcorn.
We've reached popcorn stages. We're going to abort. Popcorn inbound.
Fall back. We'll get him next time.
Mission failed. We'll get him next time.
It's just Hellings in the background.
That's all I can think too.
Oh my god.
Mission failed. We'll get him next time.
Yes, beautiful. So cooking projects are going fantastically now that we're getting into the swing of things, and also Bo's the Prince of Corn.
He's the Prince of Corn. Fuck. We should have known. That's what Timothy was trying to tell you. With his drawings.
All along.
He's the Corn Prince.
Corn.
Gently whispers in an alarming tone, corn. Damn it. I'm just checking session stuff quick. Give me a sec. Oh yeah, because that, then gargoyles took place the next day, okay.
Yes! It's nice that I have, a sweet, calming, gentle thing to do with my BF before we all get wrecked.
You do know, roll an empathy for last time you visited Bo.
Two.
You noticed, when it was taking time for you to head out, he seemed a bit sad, or worried. But, you didn't, at the time, you didn't really make anything of it. It was more of like you thought about it more later. But now session, the first season, not season, fuck, I'm so tired. Session 1 of season 2 had happened, and you had
Yes.
spoken with Omega.
We found Omega again.
Mm-hmm.
We learned some things.
You did learn
We
some
learned-
things.
I sure learned a thing about my good friend Guy Lemons. We learned some stuff about Omega. We learned that Shaney's having some memory problems. We learned Julia's been hanging around being spooky. Whole lot of good stuff we learned that day.
Only the best stuff.
All this great stuff.
And so today is Bo visiting time. And you come in today. Roll an empathy.
Woo. Another 2.
Yeah, Bo, he looks at you and smiles, but you feel that there's something wrong. At least a little.
Like the little smile takes a little bit longer to settle in.
Mm-hmm.
Aw. We'll set down whatever things he's brought over today for cooking projects. What are we making this time?
Let's see.
More corn.
Corn-based foods. Or, recipes. I like how the music got intense as I looked up corn-based recipes.
As the corn comes up.
Let's see here. It is time for corn.
Corn.
25 fresh corn recipes. Let's see here.
Probably soup.
Grilled chicken and corn salad with avocado and parmesan.
That's fancy.
Charred corn and tomato salsa.
Put things in a bowl that taste good together.
You guys figure it out. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
fluffy corn and goat cheese omelet.
There we go. We make some eggs today. We make fancy eggs.
No, you create egg.
Yes.
You bring egg into being.
Well, we have the soft-boiled and hard-boiled. So now we need fluffy scrambled omelets.
You must.
Yes. All right. So that was on the agenda. Was that? So he's got a bag full of stuff. He'll set it down. Looks a little concerned. Hey, you doing okay today?
He opens his mouth and closes it. And looks at you. And you may roll another empathy if you want.
Always. I got nothing.
When he looks at you, I guess that's more speaking than anything, is that the look he has is kind of like, it's kind of empty. You can't make out an emotion of it. Looks very tired. It's just hard to tell because you can only see the bottom half of his face.
Yeah.
Let's switch music here.
Theo will make an educated guess and, just ask nightmares again.
Yeah.
Hmm. Has it been happening a lot lately?
He nods.
Hmm.
Sometimes that's not not bad, but it's sometimes I can't. He just shakes his head.
Can't sleep.
He just nods, and he's sitting down and kind of holding his head.
Hmm. And Theo will go over, sit next to him. Do you want to just rest for today? I mean, we don't have to do anything much. I just had more cooking stuff, but you're not feeling too good.
Will you leave?
I can stay. I mean, I don't got anywhere to be. Besides, I like being here. This music got much
I
more
know,
intense.
it was like, hi little guy, where'd you come from? Chill. Jesus. He looks at you and nods. Oh, okay. He just kind of looks down at the floor. There seems to, he seems deflated.
Oh. Little pat on the back of the hand. Hey, it's alright. Why don't you rest for a little bit and I'll make us something, and then maybe after you've had some time, if you're feeling up to it, we can do something.
He nods. Okay. You both are kind of probably, I'm assuming, just sitting on the bed.
Yeah.
He looks at you and kind of looks down at the bed. That he is currently sitting on. He's trying to think.
Brain too tired, can't think.
Yes. How lay around boyfriend?
How work? Theo pats his hand again. He'll stand up.
Doe kind of watches you get up and then takes a moment, realizes the space is open.
There you go.
Yeah. He sprawls out. He's a bit he's pretty tall. So,
Does he not fit on his own bed?
it doesn't fit the best.
Oh no.
But, hey, he's making do. If there's a merit Bo has, it's fucking make do.
It's a good merit to have. Make do house.
Yes.
Or I guess that would be make do survival. You could have an actual merit for that.
Fucking don't
To
starve
live.
this shit. Minecrafted it.
Here you go, make do survival.
You watch the boyfriend, he curls up on the bed. There's never was a pillow. And so, it's just a stiff mattress. And no covers. And so he just kind of
No, I
curls
brought
up
him a
on it.
blanket.
Did
No
you?
blanket. Yeah, I
Aw.
remember.
Okay, I forgot you brought him a blanket.
Theo made him the little fleece blanket.
Alright.
It's got tractors on it. There you go.
Well, then Bo, he takes the blanket, you know, bundles it up and uses it as a pillow.
Whatever works for you, Bo.
Bo, you're doing this wrong. And you may roll a perception, Theo.
Show. Damn, 3 success.
He is out, like, within minutes.
So Theo will, as quietly as he can, puttering around in somebody else's not quite kitchen. He's starting to get the organization down since he's done this a couple times, you know, making food together. He'll make them some stuff for later. And here, I'll call for that. Blah. 2. Turns out okay.
Mm-hmm.
So he makes some food, sets it aside for later, and he'll grab whatever book he had in his bag or something and find a nice. He'll not the comfiest seat in the world because it's just a little metal chair, but he'll sit down and read.
Alright. And you're chilling like that for a while. You know, just what are you reading?
I don't know. I
Just-
believe. Let me look at my inventory because I'm pretty sure that I listed something like a book he borrowed from Abel on his thing.
Aw.
Where is the equipment page? There it is. Yep, a book he borrowed from Abel. So it's probably a super nerdy. You know, he's reading the Dresden Files.
Oh my
It's a
God.
book. It's a book about being a wizard in Chicago.
God fucking bless.
That's what he's reading. He's reading some nerdy shit he borrowed from Abel and then forgot to return to him. So he's had it for ages.
Fucking perfect. And you know, a couple hours pass. And you may go ahead and roll a perception if you'd like.
Sure. A 2. Look at all these 2s.
Do.
2.
You know, you kind of look up from your book and you notice that Bo's kind of shifting in his sleep uncomfortably. You may roll an empathy if you'd like.
Of course. 2. What a surprise!
What a surprise. He, from what you can tell, he seems to be having a nightmare.
He was gonna set his book down and go over, try and wake him up.
Alright.
At first, just, calling out, Bo, hey.
As you do. He shakes his head not as like a waking up, but like a violent like movement
Mm.
in his sleep. And as you try to wake him up, it seems that this gets worse.
Mm.
And suddenly
Frown.
he sits up and yelps. And you can tell that he is shaking pretty badly. And sweating. And he's breathing very, very, heavy breaths.
Theo is gonna sit down like, hey, you're okay. You were having a nightmare. You okay? It's just little terrified Bo noises.
Yeah.
He's just trying to calmly talk to him. He's like, "It's okay. You're in your house. You were just sleeping for a little bit, and I think you had a nightmare. But hey, I'm here. You're all right." Just trying to calm down the little Bo, the little not so little Bo.
And you reach out to pat him, reassure him. And seemingly instinctively he kind of grabs your wrist a bit harshly before seeming to realize where he is and letting go. And it was a pretty harsh grip. No
Like-
bashing, but
But just like terrified, holding on for dear life strength.
yeah, or like the type of thing where you would grab someone's head if they were coming to strike you.
Mm. Oh. Oh. Frown. Sad frown.
In his shaking, he managed to shake his hat off.
Oh.
So he's sitting there and you're able to see his face. For once, you don't get to see his eyes often, but right now, he's just, kind of looking around. And he looks rather terrified. Disoriented.
It's okay. Hey.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Hey. Look at me. Hey. You're all right. You're just in your house. You were asleep for a bit.
Nightmares.
Yeah. Bad one, huh?
He just shakes his head. and puts his face in his hands.
Mm.
I, I, I,
Him?
I don't. His his eye. I don't no 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 I
Hey, it's okay. He scoots over and just very carefully, puts a hand on his back, rubs his back a little bit.
oh, reaches up and he wipes out tears. And you can tell he's shaking a lot.
Mm.
What's
Sorry.
all good?
He said he was dead.
Mm-hmm.
Aw. Someone you know?
No. I don't. He was. No. But don't.
One of those memories that's not there anymore, maybe?
I don't know. What was? He kind of trails off. We're gonna change song here. He's kind of quiet for a while. Not exactly quiet. He's still breathing heavily. Would you like to roll to calm?
Show. Am I rolling? What am I rolling?
That'd be a presence persuasion.
Okay. Boom. A 3.
You sit there with him, to comfort him, to assure him, he's here right now. And, this is reality. And eventually he does kind of calm down a little bit. And takes a big breath in. And he's still shaking, but he's not hyperventilating anymore.
Mm.
It was like for in
you first woke up after. Yeah, yeah, okay.
But it wasn't same person. That person looked like me before, but this one. He looks at you, but in a way of like kind of looking past you. Kind of avoiding your eyes. There was a you see an expression kind of change on his face. Would you like to roll empathy?
Of course. Look at that, 3 successes.
Bo seems to have a sort of dawning realization. It was Theo was like that room in the lighthouse.
The one where we saw the lake in the winter.
He nods.
So it felt like that.
Look like that. And he what was in the middle of the lake. And you see both. He seems visibly upset.
And something happened to him.
He was dead. Through. He's like, Bo is pointing at like his chest.
Mm.
He's so familiar, but I don't know why.
Do you remember what he looked like?
He nods. He blonde hair and gray shirt. And blue eyes.
My theory is just the alarm bells are ringing. Poor baby. I'm gonna look at something. Alright. I'll find out later.
What are you looking at?
I was looking for a reference of someone.
Oh. I assure you that if you're looking for a reference, the citizen directory has everything.
Yes.
We keep it finely up to date.
It certainly does.
Please do utilize it. I put so much work into it.
I mean, yes. Things are adding up. Yes.
Oh, but anyway.
I was looking at a fellow named Roderick Lafleur.
Yes, Roderick Lafleur.
Yes.
Yes.
You missed everything, Nick.
Fuck.
Bo had a bad nightmare, and he said it reminded him of being in the lighthouse, in the room with the frozen lake where there was the bloodstain on the ice.
Oh no.
Oh no! And he said,
Oh.
he said that there was someone on the ice who was dead. It was a man with blonde hair and blue eyes and a gray shirt.
Bo, what did you do?
Guess what, son? You know who Dad is?
I do know who that is.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Well, what did you do?
He didn't say he did anything. He just said he had a nightmare that he found someone dead on in the lake.
Bo, what did you do?
On the lake, Angie, please.
Yes, it was frozen. I apologize. He was not in the lake.
Bo's a squid. Bo's a squid.
Yes, we've established this.
He's a
So
kid now.
confirmed.
He's a squid now.
It's confirmed. It's confirmed. He was in the lake when you killed the man. He's a squid.
Nick is slamming his hands on the table with like all of the documents spread out and the red pen everywhere.
He's my
Fucking
evidence.
squid.
The red pen is just scribbled in a dick.
I have like the board with like all the lines pointing to it, and all of them connect to like a squid, and then like another red line connecting to Bo.
And then it just says above it, same guy? Question mark.
Well, no,
And
not even like the phrase, just a question mark above it.
Bo's a kid now? Bo's a squid now? Question mark? But then it goes into the insane rambling of it just repeated over and over, like in the
Oh god.
theories page.
It turns into shark.
Anyway, let's get back. Bo's
Yeah.
crying.
Bo's the kid now. Bo's squid now. Hello, shark.
Thanks for including that in this touching, horrible, sad moment.
Yeah, that's fine. You gotta break
Bo-
up. You gotta lighten the mood somehow.
Bo is crying and he gets a very careful, gentle hug from an equally sad Theo. Cause how do I help? Where?
Bo nuzzles into the hug, but he's too busy kind of holding himself to hold you back.
Oh, it's okay. Theo is here to hold you together.
Oh.
That's what the boyfriend is for, right?
He just quietly, whispers, what? Right.
Nightmare, yeah.
He just nuzzles in. He's quiet.
Sad boyfriends huddle up together on the bed.
Mm-hmm. What time did Theo originally come over?
It's usually in the afternoon.
Okay. And then you had let Bo nap, and he probably had napped for like 3 hours or so.
Hmm. So it's maybe like 4-ish, a little later.
4-ish, yeah.
And in the wintertime, that means it's dark out.
Mm-hmm. It's just getting dark, yes. By getting dark, I mean it is fucking dark. Welcome to Wisconsin.
There's no light left during the winter.
It's gone.
It's gone away forever.
Well, you know, Bo stays, you know, nuzzled in your arms until, you know, he stops shaking. And even then he just stays there quietly for a good while. By good while, I mean like if you don't stop him, he'll be there for like an hour.
That's okay.
Okay. You have a bow for an hour. Now it's really dark outside.
Yes. That's fine. I have a flashlight in my bag. I learned. Henderson taught me to be a responsible child. Thanks, Dad. But this is important.
Mm-hmm. Eventually, Bo, you know, he kind of. Do you roll a perception?
2.
He whispers very quietly, just very quietly. Thank you.
Theo nods and sort of leans his head against, or leans his cheek against the top of Bo's head. Yeah.
Bo, you know, he kind of releases himself and just wraps the Theo.
He becomes a squid.
Oh my god, no, don't. You'll set off Nick.
He's a squid.
Nick has been
Confirmed.
The slight voice crack there is what makes it.
beautiful.
And you probably stay, unless you stop when Bo stays in that hug for a while too, and eventually, you know, he quietly kind of leans back and sits again.
I was gonna say, why would Theo like interrupt this like comfort hugs?
Shrugs.
Shrugs. The hug continues. There you go.
And eventually Bo does sit up.
Mm-hmm.
And he, you know, see, he, you know, kind of tries to look at you in the face and then kind of looks away. But is attempt, you know, you don't get to see his eye movements much. And it is known that Bo has trouble with faces.
Yep. Can't make eye contact. Can't do it.
And you know, he tries to look, then looks away and just looks at the window. It, 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 it's it's dark.
Oh, yeah. It got dark a little while ago.
Oh.
That's okay though. Don't worry about that. I mean, the dark's not as bad as before, so.
Yeah.
Feeling a little better?
He nods.
Okay. Theo kind of glances out the window too.
You see.
Little-
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, continue.
No,
Go ahead.
No, what were you gonna say?
Say I was just gonna say a little fidgety, slightly, Theo. Here you go. He's thinking about saying something, but you may continue with window.
Oh no, I was just saying outside. Yeah, you notice it is growing dark, but you can see the outline of, it's not corn anymore. It's chopped.
Mm-hmm.
So you get to see the nice paint, the painted picture of the distant town with the woods and
And
the
everyone's
snow.
still got their lights on.
Mm-hmm.
Good for you. They don't know.
It's really pretty, honestly.
A very nice town when it's not being horrible to us.
Exactly.
Yes, I do. It's my boyfriend. Thank you, Ghost of Tomo.
Yay!
So Theo kind of does that thing he does where he plays with his hands a little bit. Apparently, this is a thing that happens between diamonds. They do the little fidgety finger thing.
It's a secret diamond language. It's thieves' can't.
It is. They speak in hand.
Yes.
And eventually he asks, "You want me to stay for a bit?"
Yeah.
Okay.
Would- He looks at the floor. Would you be okay with staying? Would you be okay with staying the night?
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
He nods.
Let me roll something. Oh my god. Oh,
What?
shut up.
Farewell, your secret role.
It's okay. Oh my
Was
god.
that just was that just re-rolling some tens?
Yes. Yes, it was. I made a little bravery check.
Aw. It sounds like Bo did very well.
He did really well.
Aw.
You know, oh, he kind of looks up from the floor and see he composes himself and looks you in the eye. He does it.
Genuine eye contact.
Genuine
Yes.
eye contact.
Hmm. He gets a reassuring Theo smile. Then he gives his hand a little squeeze.
Oh. If I were just kind of put his other hand on yours. Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. And they can go have that food that Theo made a while ago. Go reheat that, and then have a little sleepover.
Yes.
Hey.
But the question is, where does the Theo step?
Where does he?
Oh.
Where did you put a Theo?
Where does the Theo want to sleep?
Preferably in the same room, so if Bo has more nightmares, he can come help.
Well, when when it gets a little later, you guys stay up for a little bit.
Yeah. Have some food, maybe Theo talks some more. Maybe he talks about that book he was reading. And I'm sure he brought some things in his bag as well. More little card games or whatever. So they spend some time. Poe's favorite radio station. 103 FM Theo.
It's THEO, thank you. But it comes time, Bo heads to bed really early because he wakes up really early because he's one of those evil or morning people.
Well, that's okay. So is it Theo. Although he's probably slowly, now that he's not, it's wintertime and he's not waking up in the mornings to go jog with Henderson, slightly later. Because he is one of those morning people, but he's also a dumb 21-year-old kid who's like, yeah, sure, stay up till midnight, wake up at 4.
And so, it comes around the time, Bo, he hasn't bothered to put his hat back on yet, for these hours.
Aw.
And
Get to see a bow face for a while. Yeah.
You do get to see the Bo face. And, he looks at his little bed. And looks over and he's like, where did you want the bed?
Oh, I don't want to kick you out of your own bed.
It's so... okay.
No, come on. You've been having enough trouble sleeping as is.
I frowns a little. I don't want you to have to sleep on the floor or he looks over at the literally the fucking box spring.
Oh no. Is it that, like,
It is literally
messed up?
that.
Oh no. It's really messed up.
Honey, it's chicken wire.
Oh god.
But it's not pokey, but still.
I'll be alright. It's okay. He pats his coat that he's been wearing this whole time. He's like, I'm all bundled up anyway.
Oh, looks at the floor. If you wanted, we could share.
You wouldn't be too squished?
Well, looks up and little blushing baby. I don't mind.
Oh,
If-
okay.
oh, oh.
If it's too crowded, I can always move.
He smiles shyly. Oh, okay. And, you know, with that, he'll pick up his hat, hang it on the wall. There's a little peg specifically for the hat.
It's like where you would put your car keys, but Bo puts his hat there, because
Exactly.
does he have, like, the tractor keys next to it?
No, you have no idea where the tractor keys are.
They live somewhere else. Those you can always find later, but the hat must always be within reach.
Exactly. And he goes and lays down in the bed. All his little curled up bow technique to be able to fit his feet on. There you go, you have a sleeping bow.
Okay. The old scoot on and cuddle up.
Oh my god. Oh my
You
god.
gotta find. You gotta find space to cuddle up. Here, do you want to resolve composure?
From Theo?
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm gonna take off 2 because of the super dogies. So there you go. He barely.
What is the resolve composure for?
Just not. Not being super embarrassed. And super doky. Here you go. He keeps his cool.
Well, no, I gotta take off too. Oh my god. Bo's a fucking beat right now. But nonetheless, like, there isn't a much room in the bed. If you have two people just trying to lay next to each other, right?
Hmm.
Logical way of fixing it. You hesitantly, Bo kind of, hugs.
Cuddles up.
Yep, cuddles up.
There you go.
Like, super fucking Bo cuddles. Because he apparently is a giant-ass squid, and squids are made for hugging.
Yes. They got those long arms to hug with.
Yes.
So does Bo.
But yeah. You get a Bo cuddle if you accept it.
Of course.
A fucking course, Brianna, what do you think I am? Some sort of savage?
Theo snuggles into the cuddle. He gets the hug back. Probably also a little bit ear blushies going on there.
Oh, cuties, fuck. Alright. You do the fucking cute cuddle thing. And there are a couple times, you know, at night when Bo kinda, you know, he gets finicky.
Mm.
But he just kinda latches on a little bit more and calms down.
Oh.
Congratulations, Theo, you are an anchor.
Yay!
Thumbs up.
Did it! I helped the boyfriend.
You did help the boyfriend. And the next morning, you get to go to utter hell.
Yup. Oh boy. Well, actually, isn't it later in the afternoon?
It is later in the afternoon, so you have...
There. So that's that's where Theo was in the morning.
Yep. Making like Carly not coming home? Jesus.
Nothing to be worried about. Don't worry about it.
Alright. So unless you have anything else to do, I will end this recording.
Go ahead.